What's going on, guys? Just out in this parking lot outside my gym, because I come to the gym to use the parking lot instead of the actual gym like normal people. I watched this video from Gary Vee yesterday, and he was with Chase Jarvis, and a caller called in, and he was talking about how he had all these ideas to start a podcast that he's trying to get it started. And they called him out on it, and they were like, enough of this bullshit of trying and getting started, and start doing. And it really made me realize that there's a lot of things that I've been saying that I'm going to do or that I want to do, but I'm putting it off based on this premise that I need the right resources, need the right timing, I need the right equipment, that I'm not going to start making videos until I have a nice camera and a nice setup. And I realized that it's just another procrastination technique and another way to bypass actually doing. Because the doing is what's really going to create the momentum that's going to bring you the success that you want. Not the fancy equipment, not the perfect timing, not all the little minute details. It's the doing, it's the consistency, it's you being in the flow of the action. Because if you're really on your mission and on your purpose and in alignment with what you're here on this planet to do, you're not going to allow the fact that you don't have a fancy camera or a fancy recording and lighting setup to stop you from putting out a message that may touch, move, and inspire others. Because that's what I really feel like I'm here to do. In whatever way it is, whether it be creating festivals, whether it be coaching and consulting, whether it be creating a transformational workshop, whether it be just having a conversation with others, whether it be a post that I make on Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, I really feel like that's what I'm here to do. And if I'm going to allow this fear of it not being perfect stop me from doing that, then I'm not only doing a disservice to myself, but I'm doing a disservice to the world and those who could possibly be positively impacted from what I put out there. And I know there's so many of you that are doing the same thing, that are saying, once I get the degree, once I get the job, once I get this, once I get that, once I get the money, once I get the resources, once I have the freedom and the time, then I'll do that thing. But what if doing that thing is what will allow you the ability to have all those other things? You're putting a roadblock in front of you that's not actually there. It's an illusion. You're telling yourself, once I have this, and this, then I'll do that. But once you do that, then you'll have this, and this. It's so funny. It's such a paradox. We think we need all these things set up in the right timing and have everything in this moment in order to do that thing, when in reality I was telling myself that I need a lighting setup and a filming setup and a nice spot to do a podcast and film videos, when in reality, like, look what I'm doing right here. I have a phone that can record decently quality videos that I can then edit, post on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever else I want to post it. And even if it only touches one person, I feel like that's a success to me. And even just the desire for us to get thousands and thousands and thousands of views and inspire thousands and thousands and thousands of people, that's just another procrastination technique too, because we're making it so big that we make it easier for ourselves to make excuses to not do it. It's like, it's easy to make an excuse not to climb Mount Everest because it's a big feat. Not everybody even desires to do that. However, not everything has to be like climbing Mount Everest. If you just make it about one step at a time, putting one foot in front of the other, eventually you're gonna get there. Like, if my goal is to get to that wall, if I just keep taking these steps forward, eventually I'm gonna be at that wall. But if I sit here planning out each step, thinking that each step needs to be perfect, worrying about the possible roadblocks that could happen, worrying about a truck that may pull out over there and hit me, I'm never gonna get to the wall. But if I just keep taking steps forward and deal with the challenges and obstacles that come along the way, eventually I'm gonna get to the fucking wall. And the same is true for everything else in your life. Whether it be starting a business, achieving a certain level of wealth or health or performance. So I really want this to be a message or some sort of sign, if you've been looking for a sign, to start doing and to start acting and to stop waiting. Stop waiting around for the perfect time. Stop waiting around for the perfect moment. Stop waiting around to have everything set in place. Because if you just start walking forward, eventually you're going to get there. Everything will line up with you. All the resources will be provided to you. The money will be provided to you. The relationships will be provided to you. The network, the community, the connections, the skills, everything will be provided to you because the universe is so abundant. And if you just open yourself up to it and you start doing, the universe starts seeing that and it starts seeing, oh, Josh, you're doing it. You're doing what I've been calling you to do. And now you're walking forward. Now, here's this money. Here's this opportunity. Here's this amazing connection that's going to open up doors. And that's what happens when you start moving. Nothing happens if you just sit around and wait, because then you're just sitting and waiting to die, hoping that something changes instead of taking responsibility for your life. The law of attraction includes action in it. Because if you just sit around and wait for things to happen, wait for inspiration, wait for motivation, wait for the resources, without doing anything, it's likely not going to come. Just put one foot in front of the other, guys. I want to thank my new friend Deanna for inspiring me to make this video, because she asked me if I had a YouTube channel, and I said no, but I've been wanting to do one for a while. And then I saw the video from Gary Vee, and I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing that too. And I'm not gonna sit around for the rest of my life waiting. And I'm just gonna start doing. And I'm gonna start taking ownership and responsibility for who I am and how I show up in the world, and just continue to do my best and show up. So I hope this inspired you to do something, whatever it is that's on your heart, do it. Stop waiting. I'm gonna start making these videos consistently. I'm gonna stop worrying about it being perfect, and things will line up from there. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.